Hello, everyone. Hopefully you can hear me here. Let's go ahead and get started. First of all, thanks for joining today. We are very excited to show the possibilities of AI unleashed for automotives, especially the big, large automotive industry. I'm Tristan Wise. I'm a sales director here at Groove. If this is your first time hearing about Groove, we are an AI services and consultancy company. We have over a decade of experience working with leading global automotive firms, and our slogan is that we help organizations become AI powerhouses. So over the past year, we have been piloting different agents for the automotive sector. There is a tremendous potential for streamlining the operations for OEMs, dealerships, partners, while also improving customer satisfaction and loyalty. The automotive industry has billions of dollars in warranty costs and claims a year. So the plan for today is to talk about how we cut those billions and run through a demo of the Groove warranty claims agent, which is an agent force agent running on top of Salesforce Automotive Cloud. I'll hand it off to my good friend here, Daniel, for the demo. Thank you, Daniel.
All right. Thanks, Tristan. Appreciate it. Great intro. As he said, my name is Daniel Rudman. I head up the CX practice here at Groove, which is basically focused on Salesforce. Yeah, I'm also very excited to show you the warranty agent, which we've created, which is one of many, and we'll talk about the other ones that are in flight later on. But this warranty agent, just shows the potential of what's possible. This one can be used by dealers and other service partners to submit claims to an OEM. So it really streamlines that process. It can help those service partners check the warranty claim eligibility automatically. It guides them through the submission process, assists them with real-time claim processing. And of course, the claim is rejected, they'll know right away, and it can help them to potentially resubmit it so that it goes through. So huge improvement, really ripe and well-positioned for generative AI. Kind of the business outcomes that we see out of this particular use case, right? It can help scale the claim submission process. It'll improve the accuracy, which improves the output. And of course, at the end of the day, it will improve both satisfaction on the partner service side and on the customer, which should lead to increased sales, increased business growth, which is always the outcome everyone wants. Cool. Last thing to mention is this is also tied to Automotive Cloud. So as we'll see, this actually is interacting with the data model, with the objects and the processes there. So that's a key factor. So without further ado, I'll share my screen. I'll run through a couple of scenarios just to give you kind of an overview. What we'll do is we'll submit a claim, which we'll go through. Then we'll submit a claim that should get rejected. And I'll show you how to list the existing claims in the system. So let me share my screen here. Okay, here we go. So as you can see, I have the Warranty Lifecycle Management app open, which is part of Salesforce Automotive Cloud. And I have Agent Force here open. This agent assists with warranty claims. So let's just say, let's open a new claim. Okay, so once I prompt that, sure, it's asking me for first and last name. This is of the driver. So, and the driver, as we know, is part of a household account. So in this particular case, I will give the name Marie Kim. Marie Kim is a proud owner of a Polaris electric car, but there are some issues. So right now what the agent is doing, it's pulling up all the vehicles associated with Marie Kim, right? She might have multiple vehicles. In real life, most likely not this many, although you never know. She might be a fanatic. In this particular case, we want to take number 13. So I want to take the 2023 Electra Polarity. So I can just, I can spell it out. I can give the VIN number. I can give the whole thing. But these things just say, okay, I want to go with number 13. So Agent Force is smart enough to recognize that. Now, what is it doing? It's asking me and prompting me for all the information that it needs. So it needs the claim reason. It needs the severity of the issue, the channel this was reported through, the date of the fault, repair date, amount, and then protected charge type. So A lot of information. What's key here is interesting. It's prompting it all at once. So it's not asking me to drip this information, which is a lot more efficient and more kind of natural. Now I have, this all information saved, so I don't have to watch me type it out. But basically here it is, right? Here are the dates. Dates are interesting, right? So it's smart enough to recognize all these fields. You can see it's not formatted nicely. It is smart enough, or should be hopefully smart enough to parse this out, create the claim. So let's see here. So it's thinking a little bit. There we go. So it should be creating a claim, and there we go. So this claim has been created successfully, and it's also giving me a link to the record. So before I go ahead and process the claim, I can take a look here. Here we go. Here's the claim. Here's the account, all the information that I provided. And okay, let's say it looks good. Yes, go ahead and process the claim. Notice that the claim status was in draft. Now, once this goes through, here we go. So it's been submitted. If I go ahead and refresh, we can see that the claim has been approved. Again, has all the information. I mentioned it's tied to the automotive cloud schema, right? So here we go. Here's the account. Here's all the inventory. You can see the vehicles associated with this account. Here are the vehicles. There are the assets. All the core model is there. Now, let me just quickly refresh the screen. Now let's go ahead and open a claim that would be rejected. Also notice, I don't have to be very specific in my language, say need to file a claim. So right, the agent is smart enough to recognize the variance in language. Okay. So let me just check the name here. So this goes through. Yeah, so now we're going to do a claim for Kylie Bailey. That's another driver. And we will see all the vehicles associated with Kylie. Giving it a second. Okay, go. All right. So again, a bunch of vehicles. Now I know that vehicle 18 has a warranty which is expired. So I'm going to try to open a claim for this vehicle. So select number 18. I will provide the same information. Give me a second. Give me a second. I have here. Okay. Right. Let's clean this up. So I'll provide the same info. This doesn't matter. We should get a claim created as well again. So this one is in draft. So it does get created. But if I look at the account, you can see that the warranty is expired. So if I say, okay, go ahead and process this claim, we will see that it should get rejected because of that. There we go. So and telling you the reason why. So it's out of warranty, it's rejected. Of course, the next step would be to make the agent smart enough to assist you, right? And it should guide you. Out of warranty, out of date warranty, obviously not much you can do about it, but let's say you submitted a claim for an amount that was out of band, right? Then it could guide you and help you to resubmit it. So there's real value there. And then last thing is list. So let's list all of the claims that are under Kylie Bailey. Name, Kyle Bailey. So just to show you this, once I ask it to do that, it should show me all the records. You can also get this by going to the list, but it's kind of a nice natural language shortcut. So you can see all the claims are here, and if you wanted to view more, it will guide you in Open Salesforce. All right, that's it. So that's it for the demo. Just to wrap it up, I also wanted to kind of talk and expand on the use cases around Agentforce for Automotive Cloud. As I mentioned, we're working on a number of other agents, and some of them are already done, some are in the process of being implemented, but we see tremendous value and a great fit between Agentforce, generative AI, and the functionality that are needed for the automotive sector. Some of the agents working on are for captive finance to help with financial claims, inventory management, optimization, helping dealers and sales folks to know which inventory to move and for which price. Something as simple as test drive appointments that really, helps customers have a great experience and helps them come into the showroom and ultimately buy, and so on. So we're looking forward to showing you more of those agents, and we think there's great capability here. Automotive has obviously complicated process, complicated schema, and also a lot of legacy systems, right? So it's kind of ripe for disruption and optimization. Data is also key as in any AI, as we've all heard, right? Data is king and data is crucial. And of course, same here. And these automotive systems have a lot of data, which can drive these AI systems. Some data is not even in Salesforce, as we know, right? It can be in data lakes. It can be in dealer management systems. Salesforce can help consolidate all that and pipe it to Agentforce for processing and to improve the capabilities. Gruve has a lot of experience and know-how in setting up data pipelines and ensuring data quality, data cleanup. So if anyone is keen to talk about that, we're happy to have that conversation. Please reach out. We didn't touch on Data Cloud, but Data Cloud really is essential for a lot of the more complex use cases around Automotive Cloud, as it is for other areas of Salesforce, right? Salesforce is really piping a lot of functionality through Data Cloud. So that will come into the picture for most scenarios. That's it for me. I'll hand it back off to Tristan. And
Awesome. Thank you, Daniel, for the quick demo here. And so for closing remarks before we move into Q&A, again, we saw a demo of the Gruve warranty claims agent, which is an Agentforce agent built on top of Salesforce Automotive Cloud. We also have some great agents that we've also built that we have upcoming webinars for. Please do register, such as our automotive captive finance agent, preventative maintenance agent, test drive appointment agent, dealer inventory. And this is a little bit outside of the automotive industry, but we've been doing a lot of projects around CPQ and an agent around that. So if you're starting your AI journey, you're curious, or you're in the middle of it, would love to chat about how organizations like Volvo, Land Rover, Kia, and Hyundai are working with Gruve to become AI and CX powerhouses. Let's talk. I'll throw my calendar link down here in the comment section. And now let's move over to Q&A. Any questions, anyone? In the meantime, Daniel, maybe you can answer some of the questions that do come up whenever we bring this up. Like, for example, where does this agent fit into a broader CX or digital transformation roadmap? I mean, one big thing is the costs. When you're doing a broad customer experience or AI digital transformation roadmap, you're really thinking about ROI. Especially around warranty claims costs. That costs billions of dollars for every automotive out there. For example, Ford spent $5 billion on warranty claims costs in 2024. So this really pushes into reducing those billions and so on. Anything you want to add on top of that, Daniel?
yeah, absolutely. I think as with any generative AI initiative, you really want to first identify your business objectives and where you can realize the most value, where the biggest pain points are, right? And align with that. And also iterate. So start slow and iterate, right? Obviously, anything also that faces customers directly has the most risk. So you want to ensure there's guardrails and go slowly and test. And with generative AI, that's a challenge, and it's a new technology, new paradigms. So that's, I think, where Gruve can help set those expectations and guide the process as well. But you really want to target the biggest ROI with the lowest risk first, right? And the stuff that's harder to automate. We've all seen the matrix of, the value versus risk. And so you want to target that quadrant where the most result is. And of course, getting buy-in from organization, both leadership, stakeholders, is crucial. So everyone needs to be on board and provide input.
I guess another big question. Another big question here is, thinking about this agent here, what does that onboarding look like? How quickly can an organization onboard this agent and start cutting on the billions they spend on warranty claim costs?
Yeah, great question. So what we've seen with our engagements with other customers is we can see value in ROI in a pilot that's as quick as 4 to 6 weeks. That's really how quickly we try and we move the pilots with other agents. Again, that's a small first step, but that does get you from use case to production with a very, very limited set of audience or users. And then you quickly iterate and build on that, right? Then you start to expand it to other use cases, to more users. It's crucial, of course, to monitor the performance, the cost, security, and that's all part of the infrastructure that needs to be set up. You also need to have a pipeline and a system of DevOps to be able to release the agent, because once that's in production and you're realizing value and it's become crucial to your business, it then becomes imperative to have a process where you can update and roll out changes to it. So all of that comes into the picture. But again, I think 4 to 6 weeks, you can have something in production where you are seeing results, you're seeing value, and then you're able to move forward to iterate and to improve on that. And that's really exciting, in my opinion. Don't try to boil the ocean, as they say. It's scary, and it is a completely different world, but some of the old rules still apply. You start slowly, you iterate, you will see value quickly.
All right, thank you, Daniel. Looks like we don't have any other questions here. So without further ado, thank you all for joining today's session. I'm excited for the next upcoming webinars on automotive agents as well as CPQ, and have a great rest of your day. Thank you, everyone.